boogie jiggle. It's that boogie jiggle. La 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 la. It's your la 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 la. He's for la 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 la. He's for la 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 la. It's your la 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 la.
1, 2, 3. Oh, with the Boogie G. Incredible, incredible. What a day, what a day. Some of you were on, most of us were on a incredible presentation that was done by Alton Patterson. Wow, I was blown away. I think a lot of you were too, man. I am so excited to be here today. My name's Ed Terranova. I'm honored, privileged, and blessed to be able to facilitate and do things with this company. We have an amazing time that we're going to share here in the next several minutes. So without any further ado, I'm looking for Mr. Micah Fiard. Micah, are you there? Melody's calling him over. Come on, Micah. Jump right in. We're ready to get started, man. We are on the edges of our seats.
Here I am.
Absolutely can't wait, Mr. Micah Fiard. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much, Ed. Appreciate it. Fun music, fun song. So what we're here for today is we want to share with everyone what we're doing with Miracle Estates. We believe that what we are doing with Miracle Estates might be the biggest thing in real estate ever. And we have some people who are looking at what we're doing are absolutely floored and think that we're sitting on something that could revolutionize the entire industry. So we're going to get into things, and I think you'll just have some housekeeping. We're going to do a couple of disclaimers, I believe. So maybe we can key that up so that we go through that first. And I want to thank everyone for attending. Today we have almost 200 people looking at this, and trust me, this is a historical moment here today, and we're very, very excited about what we're about to do with this division of Miracle. Okay, investment disclaimer. The information provided does not constitute financial advice, investment recommendations, or an endorsement of any investment strategy. Investments involve risk. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always conduct thorough research and seek advice from a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions. Any reliance on the information provided is at your own risk. We do not guarantee the accuracy or completeness of the information and disclaim any liability for any direct or consequential loss arising from any use of this content. Remember that all investments carry risk, and you should be aware of your risk tolerance and financial situation before making investment decisions. Copyright disclaimer. The contents of this video, including not limited to text, images, audio, video clips, are protected under copyright law, are the property of Miracle Cash and More. Any unauthorized reproduction, redistribution, or modification of the content without prior written consent from Miracle Cash and More is strictly prohibited. This video is intended for personal viewing only and may not be used for commercial purposes without express permission. Miracle Cash and More reserves all rights to take legal action against individuals or entities found to be in violation of this copyright disclaimer. All right. Okay, thank you. So let's get started. We're about to share with you an amazing real estate opportunity, and I'm going to quickly turn it over to the general manager of Miracle Estates, Ms. Linda Hallberg. Are you with us?
I am with you for sure. Thank you, Micah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, well, thank you. So, yes, we are here, as Micah said, to share an unheard of investment opportunity, never heard of before. We are excited to share with you guys today Miracle Estate. Just a short introduction of myself for those of you who doesn't know me. I've met some of you I've never met, so I would like to just introduce myself a little bit and tell you why I came to Northern Cyprus. So I came here 7 years ago looking for an investment opportunity. We were here to buy a real estate. We had been looking in the rest of the Mediterranean before, but then someone actually said to us that come to Northern Cyprus because the investment opportunities here are better. The prices are lower, the living costs are lower, and all of those things. So we came here and we were just stunned when we got to the island. It took us 2 days to sign the first reservation agreement, and we've never regretted that since then. That also gave us new business opportunities. We actually relocated. So I've been here 7 years on and off, full time since the last couple of months now with Miracle Estate. Micah gave me this opportunity to jump on board on Miracle Estate, and I am excited because if it was a good investment opportunity on the island before, what we are going to present for you tonight is something that you have never heard. You can never get a better investment in real estate. I'm not going to give it all away right now because as in any good story, we're going to save the best for last. So please bear with us for this presentation and you will be excited and amused what we're going to give you in the end of it. Yeah. So with that said, I've been here for 7 years. We did invest in our first real estate ourselves in the beginning of 2018. And since then, I've also been a real estate agent because I started to learn the market when I saw the opportunity here. I really studied it. I did quite a lot of sales. I did great success, or we did great success. We opened up 2 real estate agencies and been running them. So the last one, I left it to my partner when Micah asked me to come on board here. And here I am right now. So 3 times is a charm, I believe. So I'm here to rock this boat and we will have a lot of fun together with great investment opportunities. However, what happened during COVID was that I, of course, needed to be a little bit creative as any entrepreneur out there. And what we started to do then when we couldn't fly our clients to the island, I started to look into Bitcoin holders because, as you might remember, Bitcoin were all-time high during COVID. So we started to find Bitcoin holders and explain that how to actually diversify your Bitcoin into real estate. And that's when I met Mr. Micah in Gothenburg. I think it's about 4 years now, Micah, since we met. It's summer 4 years ago.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it's been quite a journey. A lot of fun, a lot of hard work. I've never met someone that works as hard as you do. I've learned a lot from you, and I'm very grateful that I met you. A lot of good things came out of that. And now you came to Cyprus with me, so I'm happy that you're here because I gave you an opportunity to come here and you gave me the lifetime opportunity to come on Miracle Estate. So it's a beautiful story. I would just wanted to share that. I'm excited about it. So let me share my screen. If I can. Welcome to Miracle Estate, of course. What we will give you a little bit about today is, of course, the investment opportunity with us. As I've already told you, it's something that you've never heard of. We are going to talk about why Northern Cyprus, of course, our services, our buying processes, our property portfolio, our business model, which is something definitely extra. Michael will cover that a little bit in the end. And we will, of course, talk about our Phoenic token and what we're actually doing with Phoenic merging real estate. Yes. So Micah already covered the disclaimer. So actually, Micah, I'm going to kind of give it to you. Just share your story and tell us how you came here and the benefits of coming here when you want to relocate or have kind of a safe haven in another country. So I'm going to give it to you again.
Great. Thank you so much, Linda. So I just wanted to share because there's, 2 different types of buyers for the real estate in North Cyprus. One is purely investment. They may never visit the island. They just want to have their money in real estate. They do everything remotely. Everything is handled for them by the agency, and they may never see the place they bought. The other person may be looking for a combination of investment and also being able to come to the island. Now, what would be the reason for that? Well, for me, I had great success in crypto during COVID. And I met Linda, and she shared with me that I could purchase real estate with crypto. And so that was an attractive opportunity for me, because anywhere else, most likely I'd have to take crypto into a bank account, and through the bank account purchase real estate. And when you do that, you're opening yourself up to additional cost. And so when I understood purely what the real estate investment was, it was really a very easy decision for me, because it was a simple way to go from a digital volatile asset into oceanfront real estate. I bought a beautiful condo in a 4-unit building. I have an amazing terrace with a floor to ceiling windows in front, and I wake up to the Mediterranean Sea. What's really great about this place for me is that it's outside of the EU, it's outside of United States. It's really disconnected from the world, because there's a political situation that has sort of blocked this place. So that does have some negatives, but it has a lot of positives. For instance, if I decided that I wanted to liquidate, I don't know, say $200,000-$300,000 worth of crypto, I can simply go sell my crypto, get a big amount of bills in a bag. I can go to the bank and I can deposit $200,000 or $300,000 without having any red flags or alarms and bells going off. So it puts me in a position here where I have less intrusiveness into my finances and personal life. So there are people now, and there's a growing group of people out there in the world that value their privacy. They are finding it tougher and tougher to live in some of these countries, because regulations, taxes, bureaucracy, it's increasingly putting pressure on the populations of the world, especially in the Western world. Here, some of the things that I was really impressed by, I had a friend, she had a medical emergency, she went in for surgery, and I immediately asked her, oh my God, like, did you have your insurance? And she said, no, but it was only $2,000 to do the surgery. And so I've had a couple of visits to the hospital for smaller, minor things. And, I simply pay for it, and I get taken care of right away. And it's just a completely different world. And it's the really high level quality of dental and of medical. Now, the weather is California weather, but the oceans in the summer are like a bathtub. So it's just amazing. Very, very safe here. And it's once you own a place, you can come in, do some documentation, and you can live here indefinitely. And when you're here, you are outside of those places that want to take all of your money. When you make the money, they want to take it all. But when you're here, you're protected from that, and it's a really amazing thing. Coming from living in the middle of Los Angeles for over 30 years, I thought I would miss the excitement and the everyday things that are going on and things to do. And, it's funny, it doesn't take 8 million people to be busy or entertained or have a busy life. I can have a busy life here. And if I want the thrill of a big city, I can easily travel to Europe. It's only a couple hours away to some of the most beautiful places. I think we're going to cover that a little bit. So as far as the relocation aspect of this, for those of you who are considering that, I highly recommend it. The other thing that I love is that my cost of having this place is minimal. So if for some reason, I have a hard couple of years, and this is what I'm thinking, when I decided to do this, I could come here and I can just take a breather, and I'm not being killed by overhead, you know, high bills and insurances I have to pay. And, you know, my cost for this living, it's somewhere around $300 or $400. The place is paid for, but somewhere around $300 or $400 for the hard bills that water, electric, and common area maintenance, HOA. So it's very, very inexpensive, and it's an amazing thing when you come out of that high pressure, high bills never stop, right? When we're in the big cities, when we're in the regular places, when you come away from that, there's a certain peace that comes over you, and you're able to kind of breathe, and you don't feel that high pressure. So this could be a second home, a place that if things go really wrong where you're at, you could have something here. Or it could be a place that you come to regroup. It could be a place you come to get away from those high taxes and all of that comes with that. So a lot of you are obviously involved in our company, and you're ready to kind of cash in. Well, you could be here and you can cash in and do so without the high cost. I'm not advising anyone to do anything against the rules or regulations, but I am advising you to be smart with how you take your profits from our company. So I think I covered everything. Very, very happy with the choice of being here. And we have our first project that Linda's going to share about. One of the things that I reach out and ask is, this is the big test for Miracle Estates. When we sell out of these, there's nothing stopping us. And what happens in our mathematical model on this, we're seeing the success of this bringing our Phoenic token to over $10. When that happens, everyone's shares, obviously everyone's Phoenic, and everyone's investment with us will go absolutely through the roof. So support this initial project by either buying a unit for yourself or bring anyone who wants to listen. And I'm going to come back at the end of this and explain our business model, because it's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to turn it back over to Linda. Thank you.
Thank you, Micah, for covering all that. I believe there is a lot of people who wants to come to this island, such as both me and you did, leaving their home countries for different reasons. So thank you for covering. It's actually a true life story, and that's always the best thing to hear. So thank you very much. Let me take you a little bit down to northern Cyprus. I want to explain a little bit about our beautiful island. I will also cover some of the buying processes for you guys so that you can feel 100% comfortable in investing with us. But just to give you a brief presentation of northern Cyprus, this is obviously the map of our beautiful island, which is divided since 1974. So the Republic of Cyprus, the Greek part, if you want to call it like that, is a member of EU. The Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, we call it TRNC, is only right now recognized by Turkey, which is, I find that a good thing. It's kind of a safe haven for us here. But I mean, there are different point of views here. It's just the way it is. It's a shared island. It's multi-religious, so there's both Muslims and Christians on this island, which I love. So there's actually small chapels right behind the mosques, and that's beautiful to me. It's multicultural. That depends on, among other things, that we have a lot of students on the island, and many people have relocated to here during history, not just right now, but it is an island that has belonged to many different nationalities. It was a British colony from 1878 till the 1960s. So for that reason, we drive, for me, on the wrong side of the road. We do everything we do here, we do in Sterling and so on and so forth. We have adopted some of the British laws here, especially when it comes to property purchases. The population on the island is about 1 million, a little bit more right now. So it has grown a lot since I came here. When I came here, we spoke about this earlier today, it was about 350, 400,000. So it has actually increased a lot. And that says a lot to me. People want to come here. It is also the third largest island in the Mediterranean, so it's again a great investment opportunity. And we have between 300 and 320 days of sun per year. So for me as a Swedish person, where it's only raining, summertime right now in Sweden gives us 12, 15 degrees and rain. So I'm very happy to be here, even though it's really hot some days, but I would rather have that.
Celsius.
Celsius, yeah. Thanks for covering that. So, and the capital is Nicosia. It's the only divided capital in the whole world. So Nicosia is situated here, right in the middle of the island, and you can actually bring your passport and walk across the border, and all of a sudden you are in EU. So that's very charming, I believe. But it's also interesting because on our side, the prices are about 2/3, sometimes even half of what it is when you cross the border and go and eat on the other side, for example, or do some shopping or whatever. So that's interesting. I'm going to give you some more facts about Cyprus and kind of give you an idea why I fell in love with the island from the first time. So as I kind of covered, there's a lot of education going on the island. There's about 20 universities and about 100 students. That number, I'm pretty sure that has increased by now just a little bit. So, and there are English schools, international schools, and the educations here are definitely recognized in the rest of the world as well, if someone is sitting here now and wondering that. The healthcare, as Micah covered, is really good here. It's very high quality and it doesn't cost very much, even if you don't have an insurance or anything like that. I had to take my mama, and now when she was here last time, it was an emergency, but it all went well. But I was amazed about how they just took her in. They gave her everything that she needed. 1.5 hours, we were out again, and it didn't cost us. I think it was $300 or something like that. So that was really, really good. The population, as I said, is about 1 million. Of course, during high season, it is a lot more because it's a very popular place for tourists to come. So that again gives us a reason to invest here because you can easily rent your house here. One thing that I really liked when I came here and was surprised about, I'm from Sweden. We have stabbings and shootings more or less every day. We definitely don't leave our car with the keys in it. We don't sit on a table and go to the bar to order something and leave our purse and phone on the table. Here, people do that. And the first times I saw that, I was like, really, are you crazy? Are you going to leave your things on the table and just walk away? Yeah, this is Cyprus. No one steals anything and no one doesn't do anything to anyone, really. So it's a very, very low crime on the island. I've had friends forgetting purses and phones and everything in grocery stores, and we just come back to the stores. And I remember I had one friend, she's I love her, but she's a bit crazy. So she just left her phone in the store. We came back after the day because we had viewings all day. So when the day it was starting to get evening, we came back to the store. They had taken care of the phone, charged it for her, and just gave it back. So that's how it is on this island, and I love it because when I first invested here, for me, I felt very secure with taking my kids here, but also my mom, of course. And that was for me one of the main reasons for us to actually invest and relocate to here. And the language, again, as I told you, this has been a British colony. So English is what we speak on this island. More or less everyone speaks or understand English. So even though I've been here for 7 years, I still haven't learned Turkish. I'm still struggling on that part. I'm sure I'm getting there at some point, but it's okay that takes time because, yeah, everyone speaks English, and that's nice. It's easier for us. And then to the fun parts, because normally when you go on vacation or you invest somewhere, it's normally it's either a party place for young people, or it's like more or less for elderly people, or it could be, you have to pick and choose where you go. Here in Northern Cyprus, you actually have everything. There's beautiful nature. Again, that's one of my that's really close to my heart. I love hiking. I love being in nature. There are beautiful mountain ranges here. The ocean is crystal clear. We have turtles coming back year after year after year to give birth to the little babies. Today, actually, we let the turtles down to the water. We help them find a way back into the sea. So they do these things here as well. There are, even though it's a small island, we have over 300 hotels. They are 5 stars and they are casino hotels. So whether you like gambling or not, but there's a lot of casinos on the island, and that's also a huge tourism here. So we have people coming from outside coming here to the casinos, and of course bringing a lot of money into the island. There's a lot of culture here, a lot of festival, food culture, and there's dancing and concerts. Cypriots, they find any reason to have a festival and to do a party. So, you can always find a fun festival to attend. There are festivals for strawberries and olives and oranges and Children's Day and, you name it. So there's all these kind of things. And Northern Cyprus has a very, very rich history. So if you are into history, there's a lot of beautiful places to visit on the island. For example, there are 3 castles here. They're only ruins right now, but it's really nice to climb the mountains, come up into those castles and just, feel the history here. It's amazing. And again, of course, we have beautiful beaches and the ocean is crystal clear, and we have those kind of desert beaches where you can go just by yourself, and there's not crowded and overpacked with tourists. You can actually go here and find an empty beach. So that's beautiful. So now we've covered Northern Cyprus a little bit. I want to tell you about Miracle Estates, of course. So we are a Mediterranean agency, but we're not just a normal agency. We're doing something really revolutionizing here with the market, which we are going to come back to a little bit later in this presentation. I'll tell you everything. But of course, as any other agency, we cover property consultation. We, of course, will offer all of our clients a safe property selection, because I do believe that some of you at least have seen, all these skeletons standing around empty buildings that no one ever finished, and we don't want to come into that situation. So of course we have a safe property selection. I'm going to cover that a little bit more later on. We will offer you with legal advice. We have clients who are, as we covered already, seeking a second home in the sun, someone who wants to retire. We also have something that you have never heard before, which is a risk-free investment in real estate with 40% below market value. That's unheard of. So let me take you a little bit further down this presentation. And I will come back to the 40% because I know that you guys want to hear about that, of course. So I told you we have a safe property portfolio, property selection. We deal with, of course, developers that we have known for many, many years. We have long-term relationships with them. Of course, the criteria for our developers are that they for sure need to have experience, long experience in the field, in the industry, and of course, strong finances. Goes without saying that, of course, we're only working with safe title deeds. There are a couple of different deeds on this island, and we work only with the safe ones, of course. We are looking for the best location so that it is going to be a good investment for our clients. We are looking for untouched views, and we never promise untouched views if we don't know if something could or will be built in front of. So when we say this is going to be untouched views, it will be untouched views because we have searched that. Of course, we are looking for construction methods and material of high quality. This is crucial. So we don't just take any project on. So when investing with Miracle Estates, we can assure you that you will have top quality properties. And of course, we will offer you excellent maintenance, because the developers that we take on, normally they do the maintenance on their sites anyway, because it's kind of their babies. So this also goes without saying, because if you have a site and it's not maintained properly, that's not going to end well. All right. We will, of course, give you legal advice. We will appoint a lawyer to you while you're here with us, or over online, over the phone, and we'll meet online. But this lawyer will cover everything that goes for the buying process within the law, so to speak. So you are definitely 100% safe in your property purchase with us. This lawyer will also help you to cover and explain all of the costs and taxes, but briefly, there's a stamp duty, there's a land registration fee, there's a VAT, and there's a transfer of title deed tax. So altogether, those taxes are 17.5% for the whole purchase. But we can go more into detail with that when you're here, when you're ready to invest, of course. So our buying process, how do we do this? How do you invest with us? What are the steps for it? So basically what we do, we whitelist people, meaning we are putting people in a queue to be able to choose their property with us. We know for a fact that we will have more people on this queue than we will have inventory. And that's why we have created this whitelist. So it will be kind of a first come, first serve system, which is very fair. So what you do is that you pay your deposit, which is £5,000 sterling. This will be deducted from the sales price when you choose your unit. And now you end up on the whitelist. We will present and launch different projects. I'm going to show you one of those within very, very shortly as an example. So when you've chosen your unit, you will start to pay your first down payment or the 100% upfront. That's up to you. We have a couple of payment plans available. Now, once that is done, you will have a token contract with our very own Phoenic. As I told you, it is a risk-free investment. I will cover that a little bit more later on. You will have a pre-sale agreement so that you are 100% covered. Then you will have the contract of sale. And after completion, you will, of course, have the key handover. So this is roughly the buying process for you guys. Of course, we will help you cover all of the after-sales services that you might need. I get a lot of questions like, if I'm on the other side of the world, who will take care of my property? Who will check it? Who will do the maintenance? Can someone rent it for me? Can someone check in, check out? All of those questions, of course, we will help you with that. So we will cover the rentals. We can cover management. As I said, we can help you interior and furnish your home for sure, because if you're not here, it's a lot of hassle to come here to do the furniture and interior for your home. So we'll help you with that. We can help you with banking. We can help you with the residency. Let's say you're coming here because you want to relocate. Of course, as a foreigner, you don't know this process. So of course, we'll help you with that as well. It might come a day when you want to sell your property. I will cover that as well. But of course, we'll help you with this also. So again, you are 100% covered with us. We will help you every step of the way through the buying process and also after. For many agencies, when the contract is done and the payment is done, it's bye-bye to their clients. For us, it's not like that. We know that your journey will start once you have the contract and you've paid and when you get the key. And we will still be there for you, hold your hand, help you with whatever you want. So you have one place to go, and that's Miracle Estate. We will cover everything for you. Now, let me introduce to you our current project, which we are I am super excited about this. I went to the location. I'm going to give you some pictures, actual pictures. These are, of course, 3Ds because it's not finished yet. It's still under construction. So the first project we took, we call it a boutique project because it is a smaller project. It's only 14 units. The starting prices, our prices, are 130. The original sales price are over 200. It's only 500 meters from the sea, and the small, beautiful Lapta village is only 4 kilometers away. So we launched this one a couple of days ago with 14 units. 4 are gone already. Yeah, 4. So there's 10 left. So again, it's a first come first serve system that we do have. So if you're interested in this project, you better get on the whitelist today. Don't wait, because we have people there already, and we will distribute this project within just a couple of days. That's my expectations. So a little bit information about it. So it's located in Lapta, northern Cyprus, of course. It's west of Kyrenia. The starting prices are 130,000, and as I told you, the market price is 217. And someone asked me, I think it was yesterday, and he said, "Well, how does the clients know that the prices that you give them of 130 in this case is really 40% below the market price?" Well, first of all, of course, we know that because we get the price list from our developers, and that says, in this case, 217. But I actually saw another agent who had promoted this very same project before we bought it from the developer, the whole project, and it says exactly this price as the marketing price. So that made me feel really, really good. So if someone ever questioned that, we can of course prove that we're not doing a Black Friday thing. We actually do lower the price with 40%. So for this project, the completion is already summer 2025. So if someone is again sitting here thinking about relocating to Northern Cyprus, this would be the perfect project for that person, because completion is quite soon. Normally we do off-plan projects, but now we want to start with something so that people could actually really feel and touch the project in this case. But normally we will do off-plan project, which means that it will take 24 to 36 months to completion. So if you want something in the near future that you can actually start renting or living in or relocate to, this is the project. Those prices also are they are crazy. I can just give you a hint of that 130 is a normal studio price here on this island in some regions. So it is a really, really good price. There are 12 apartments and 2 duplexes here. It's, again, I told you it's a small boutique project, and the title deeds here are exchange title deeds. So we work with exchange deeds, or we work with pre-74 Turkish deeds. Those are the deeds that we work with, because now we know that they are 100% safe for foreigners to invest with. Let me give you a little bit, because I do believe that many of you who are on this call have never been to Northern Cyprus. I just want to show you a little bit about the surroundings here. These are, as you can see, they're not 3D pictures. These are true pictures. So it's a 60 minutes drive to Crinium Golf Club, which is a beautiful, very popular international golf course. Micah, I know that you've been there playing a lot. So
yeah, I live,
popular.
as you know, 5 minutes from there. So.
Yeah, lovely. So, and it's about 30 minutes away from Kyrenia city, which is a beautiful little harbor city. You see a small picture of it right here. It's popular for tourists. So again, with only 30 minutes away, again, it's an amazing investment opportunity. It's close to Lapta. These are actual pictures. This little bridge is part of the Lapta walk, which is a 4-kilometer walk, more or less on the water. This is 400-500 meters away from Phoenic homes. So if someone likes their morning walks or evening walks, that's a beautiful location for that. And restaurants and supermarkets are in the area, and the airport is, there are 2 airports here. You can go to Ercan Airport, which is on the north side, or you can go to Larnaca Airport, which is on the south side. That doesn't really matter. Again, some authentic pictures from the area. I mean, have a look at those mountains views. I was standing on one of the rooftops and just taking a photo of these views. I I love the mountain views. I know that some of you prefer sea views. So of course you will have that as well. So this picture is taken from the very same, those pictures are taken from the very same rooftop. So you have both. That's, in my opinion, that's amazing. Now we will tell you how you can go 40% below market value, because that's basically what we are offering our clients. We can more or less take our clients back to 2020, 21 with our pricing, because after COVID here, the prices were hitting through the roof. Also with Forbes shining a spotlight on Northern Cyprus is the best beach front property investment place in the world, actually top 5, I believe we were. So now we can offer you really, really good prices. And how can we do that? Yeah, well, first of all, as I kind of mentioned, we buy our properties in bulk. So we go to the developer, we knock on their door, we say, hey, we want your whole project. And that's, of course, a benefit for us, and it's a benefit for them for sure. We don't do all the commissions that the normal estate agencies do on the island. The commissions here are like crazy. So that's why also there's a lot of estate agencies on the island. Some of them are just freelancing. Some of them are actually following the laws, but it's a circus out there. So if someone wants to invest in Northern Cyprus, of course you need to come to a real estate agency with all their licenses and so on and so forth. So we cut out the middleman and we invest your money at our risk. That's something that no one ever heard before, because always when you do an investment, you have to do your due diligence and there's always a risk. In this scenario, we invest your money at our risk. So no matter what happened with the Phoenic, we will still give you the contract and the keys to your house. If Phoenix goes in profit, you're going to take care of that profit, take part of that profit as well. That's insane. So that's why I'm super excited about this, because now I can finally offer our clients again really reasonable prices, risk-free investment. So for me, it's coming back to when I got to the island 2017, 18, because then the prices were really something extra in comparison to the rest of the Mediterranean. And we can basically do that again. So I am super excited, as you guys can understand. So let me give you a little picture of the capital appreciation here, because that's also one of the reasons I actually came to the island, because I heard some of those numbers. So I wanted to check it out by myself. So we did. So the capital growth here in average is 10 to 15% per annum, sometimes even more, but I don't like to overpromise. It's better to get a great surprise, but it's somewhere in between 10 to 15%. And from off plan, as I told you, till completion, because we will mostly do off plan projects, it's 20 to 40% in 2 to 3 years. So that's a great capital appreciation in this period of time. So now, follow me on this one. If you buy from us with a 40% below the market value, and I just told you that we estimate in the area of 30% growth from off plan till completion in 2 to 3 years, that is a capital growth of 60-70% at least in 2-3 years, sometimes even more. I've done numbers. Again, I don't want to overpromise anything, so I actually didn't put it in writing, but the numbers can be up to and even a little bit more than 100% in real estate in 2 to 3 years. That is unheard of. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave it over to you again, Micah, to take it away with our business model and our Phoenic and all of those things. So yeah, I give it to you.
Thank you so much, Linda. So I wanted to cover this because for someone to hear that we can achieve a price reduction of 40% in real estate, it can kind of come off as an unbelievable or too good to be true scenario. So I want to explain what we're doing and why it's so unique. So first of all, you want to look at what has happened in these token projects. You've seen people in the blockchain investment space go from normal investors to multimillionaires in a matter of months. And so there's something very phenomenal that's happening as a result of this new technology, the blockchain. So if we look at other investments that we're used to, we've seen the S&P 500 grow about 500% in the last 12 years. Real estate has appreciated about 150%, gold 120%. If you bought a Tesla stock in 2012, you'd have about a 10,000% gain. But had you bought Bitcoin back in the early days, 2010, 11, that asset has appreciated 37.5 million%. So when you look at that, there's an excitement there, but also there's a factor of intimidation because of the volatility and some of the stories. But in reality, that investment has been so much better than anything that's ever happened, that it really lives in a space of its own, in a new paradigm. So what we've done here is we've taken that exciting upside of what a token can do when you build a perfect token, but we've married it to real estate to create that stability. So we have the upside because of the token being involved in the real estate purchase, but you have the stability of the real estate anchoring that excitement. So what happens here, if you think about the Phoenic token float, which used to be 111 billion coins and was just compressed down to 5.5 billion coins. Right now, we have a 25-cent price for that coin, and that's before we've done anything. It's organic purchases that's happening. People are interested in our project, and that has given our token in its first month out in the public a market cap over $1 billion. Can you imagine that? Now, when we run our mathematical models on what we're doing here, we're seeing that we can actually provide a liquidity infusion through this real estate platform and sales of over $150 million of surplus in 6 months. That, according to our experts, can bring the miracle or the Phoenic token to over $10. Now, if you look at that from an assets perspective, you can see that if you take 5.5 billion coins, and if you reduce that number from the investors that are holding about 1 billion coins outside of the company, the company holds over 4 billion coins. Now, if each coin has a valuation of $10, you're looking at an asset for Phoenic that grows because of this into over $40 billion asset. So we are not taking any profit at all from the actual real estate sales. We're actually taking a loss in the cost. But what happens as a result is that our Phoenic token price increases beyond any kind of profit we could have made by simply selling real estate. What makes this so amazing is that there's not a company that could mimic what we're doing because they don't have the infrastructure. We've built this infrastructure over the last 7.5 years. And for anyone to compete with this business model in this market, it would take them years to get up to be able to do that. Now imagine that our company now is selling real estate 40% below what the competition can even attempt to. You know that within a very short period of time, there will be no other sellers in this market. Right now, there's hundreds of units being sold on a monthly basis in North Cyprus. We believe that in the next 6 to 12 months, all the units being sold in North Cyprus will happen through Miracle Estate because the competition can't compete. When that happens, the mathematical model predicts that Phoenic will become one of the top tokens in the market. And I can actually look at this project that not only is there a 40% below what the developer was priced this unit as, that we're able to sell it, at the end of this deal, I believe that it will be more than 40% because the buyer will be able to share the upside of Phoenix profit beyond the 40%, and we may be able to lower that price to 50 or even 60%. Now, there's no guarantees of this being a predictable future outcome. However, our mathematical models don't show any reason why we won't win very big with this project. So as the affiliate base, you all have ownership in our company. Metaterra owns Phoenix, and Metaterra owns Miracle Estates. When those companies become multi-billion-dollar companies, those shares that you own will absolutely go sky high, along with the Phoenix that you own. So we ask you as a community to actually do a little extra to get this first project sold out, and you will see your investments do something that you could just not even imagine. So thank you for that. I'm going to turn it back over to Linda.
Thank you for that, Micah. That explanation is just mind-blowing. It's crazy. You sell me every time you tell me this. Every time I hear you do this, I get sold it over and over again. This is, well, it's crazy. It's insane, really. I am excited. So thank you all for listening to this presentation. I believe that for all of you who are on this call right now, even if you're not there to invest yourselves right now, I believe that this is a model that, because all of us know that real estate investment is, if not the top, one of the best investments that you can ever do for yourself and for your residual income, more or less for the rest of your life. So all of us are aiming, I believe, to invest in properties. That was always our dream as well. So I'm just going to tell you, like, that's why we came to Northern Cyprus, because we could actually afford to invest 5 years before we were planning to do so with our budgets. However, with this opportunity, I do believe that so many more people can actually do afford to invest in properties with us in this model, because it's unheard of, as Micah said, and it's so cool to be part of a company that can do really revolutionize the market in this way. So even if you're on this call now and you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not there quite yet, I know for a fact that you know someone who is there and who would love to hear this opportunity from you. So please share this opportunity with your friends and family, or whomever have ever thought about investing in properties, because we will give them the opportunity of their lifetime. We will also offer kind of payment plans if that's necessary. So there are all kinds of opportunities to do this here. So if you want to share this opportunity with anyone, there's of course a referral system for that as well. There's commissions on you guys. Maybe do you want to do those numbers, Micah, or you want me to do that?
Yes. So for anyone who refers someone to us, you do not have to sell it. You just have to refer the person who's interested, and we will do the part where the transaction happens. You do receive a 2% commission direct, and your support team, your two support above you, receive a 0.4% commission. 1% of all volume goes into the global bonus pool, and 25% of the price counts towards the STAR program advancements. So there is a lot of reason to help us sell out on the first project. So get on the phones, share it with your friends and family. We will do this again, 9 a.m. Monday, Pacific time. We'll put out a notice so that you can get a chance to do that. And we will follow that up with an evening presentation on Thursday. So if you can't buy now, find the people that can, and get yourself lined up for maybe something in the near future.
Yes, cool. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Micah, for having me on this call. It's exciting.
Thank you for running Miracle Estate. Appreciate it, Linda. Take care,
Me
everyone.
and the sales team are here to serve you. Take care. See ya.
Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.